Today we are going to be doing Module 5, Lesson 4 for math. We are going to be doing two-digit subtraction. So as always, remember when you are looking in your ones column, we need to see if we need to regroup or not. So for our first one, 47 minus 21, we can subtract 1 from that 7. So we don't need to do any regrouping. So I'm going to set it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in my tens and ones mat. And I need to take 21 away. So I am going to be taking away one of my ones. And I go to my tens and I know that I need to take away 2. So I'm left with 6 ones and 2 tens. So my answer is 26. My next one is 73 minus 31. So let's set up 73. Can I do 3 minus 1? Yes, I can, so I don't need to do any regrouping. So I'm going to take away one of my ones. I'm going to take away 3 of my tens, and I'm left with 2 ones and 1, 2, 3, 4 tens. So my answer is 42. And my last one is 88 minus 45. I look in my ones. I know that I don't have to regroup, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in my tens and ones mat. So starting with my ones, I need to take away 5, so I'm going to cross off 5. And I need to take away 4 of my tens. So I am left with 3 ones and 4 tens. So my answer is 43. We are going to be doing these, but I am not going to be coloring in our present because I don't have any different colors and that'll just take a lot of time. So let's work on just our subtraction problems. So 79 minus 32. So we are going to start with our ones column and do 9 minus 2, which is 7. And 7 minus 3, which is 4. So my answer is 47. And we did not have to do any regrouping in that one. My next equation is 37 minus 27. So I start with my ones and I do 7 minus 7, which is 0. And 3 minus 2, which is 1 in my tens column. So my answer is 10. My next problem is 55 minus 20. So I start in my ones column and I do 5 minus 0, which is 5. And I do 5 minus 2 in my tens column, and that is 3. So my answer is 35. My last problem is 68 minus 36. So I start with my ones. I do 8 minus 6, which is 2. And I do 6 minus 3, which is 3. So my answer is 32. So now we are going to be doing a problem that involves regrouping using our tens and ones mat. So I'm going to do 63 minus 36. So when I'm looking in my ones column, I cannot take 6 away from 3, so I need to regroup. So if I'm using my tens and ones mat, I know that I need to take away one of my tens. So I now have 5 tens, and I'm adding that 10 into my ones. So now I have 10 ones plus the 3 that I already had, so I have 13 ones. So I need to take that 13 and I subtract it by my 6 from my 36, which gives me 7. And I now have 5 subtracting my 3 in my tens column, which gives me 2. So my answer is 27. Let's check by doing it away over here. So instead of using my tens and ones mat, I can just simply cross off my 6. I know that I'm taking 1 away, so that becomes a 5. And I know that I'm adding that 10 that I took away to my ones column. So that becomes 13 right there. So now I'm doing 13 minus 6, which is 7. and 5 minus 3, which is 2. So my answer is 27. We are going to be doing the same thing using our 10s and 1s mat, just some more practice. So 57 minus 39. So I can't take 9 away from my 7, so I have to regroup. So I'm going to be doing it in my 10s and 1s mat. So I know that I need to regroup by taking away one of my 10s and adding that to my 1s. So I'm adding my 10 plus my 7, which gives me 17 1s now. And I'm going to be subtracting 17 minus 9 of those 1s, which gives me 8. And I took away one of my 10s, so I'm now left with 4. And I need to subtract 3 from that 4, which gives me 1. So my answer is 18. Let's check doing it our other way that we know how. So we are going to regroup. So I'm crossing off that 5. I know I'm taking 1 away, so that becomes a 4. I'm adding that 10 to my 7 to make it 17. 17 minus 9 is 8. And 4 minus 3 is 1. So my answer is 18. My next problem is 36 minus 17. So instead of using my 10s and 1s mat, let's just do it in the balloon how it is. So I'm going to regroup because I cannot do 6 minus 7. So I'm going to regroup by taking 1 from my 3. That becomes a 2. That 10 that I took away, I'm adding to my 1, so that becomes 16. So I'm doing 16 minus 7. 16 minus 7 I know is 9. So that is a 9. And then 2 minus 1 is 1. So my answer is 19. All right, my last two problems, 73 minus 47. So I'm going to be doing it just in the balloon. So I can't do 3 minus 7, so I need to borrow. So I take a 10 away from that 7, so my 10 now becomes 6. I add that 10 to my 3, so that becomes 13. Then I do 13 minus 7, that is 6. And 6 minus 4 I know is 2, so that is 26. Let's double check using our 10s and 1s mat. So we had 7. And we had 3, 73. I can't take 7 away from 3, so I need to cross off one of my 10s. That becomes 6. I need to add that 10 into my 1s. And that becomes 13. So now I'm taking that 13 and I'm subtracting 7 from it. That gives me 6. I subtract that 4 10s from my 6 10s. That becomes 2, and my answer is 26. That is all I have for you today, second graders. I hope that this helps. Good luck.